All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Good morning. We got some orders to ship out today. I think we have 15 total orders. One Depop, one Mercari, I think 4 Posh, and 9 eBay. I think that's 15. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little more than 15. Wait, hold on. 4 Posh, 9 eBay. Yeah, 15. 15 total orders going out the door today. So we're gonna pack those up on live. I'll show you guys everything that sold, tell you guys what I paid for them, all that good stuff, so you guys can buy the same items I'm buying. Appreciate everybody coming out for the Whatnot show yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I did put out that video yesterday about going to the thrift store selling a bunch of stuff. So that was fun. Appreciate everybody buying. We tried to get to $1,000 in sales. We probably could have if we stayed longer, but we had to get home. We had to get lunch and then go get the kids, so we didn't have enough time to stay any longer. But I fully expected to go in that store and just do a live thrift and not really sell anything because that store really hasn't been good the last couple months. We've only been to that store like twice or 3 times in the last like 3 months, and it was really good. So I don't know if we're gonna go back to that store. We might try a different store next week. Just go to a different store in the area every day, so or every week. What's up, Kim? What's up, Carolyn? What's up, Gladys? What's up, Teej? What's up, Juliet? Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys stopping on in. Shipping orders live. We were going to go thrifting today, but we decided not to because we still got to set up the Whatnot show for tonight. So we're kind of taking the day to set that up. Kayla's actually working on that, and then we got to clean the room and get everything ready for tonight. So we have a Whatnot show tonight and a Whatnot show tomorrow night. Going to clear out some stuff. So tonight, if you're a reseller, you might want to come in and stop in because we're going to be moving a lot of stuff that we've just been holding on to that we're just trying to clear out and make room for palletized inventory. So come out to the show tonight if you want good deals and stuff. Have you heard the date of Etsy yet? No, I haven't heard the date. I thought it was supposed to be when they changed the name over. Maybe there's some hiccups with it, but I haven't heard anything yet. To be honest, I'm not really interested in cross-listing Etsy, so I don't really care too much about it. But it should be soon. I mean, everybody always says soon, but it should be soon. Been loading up on this new Nifty cross-listing. Nice. Yeah, put out that video, so if you're interested in Nifty and how it works and all that good stuff, feel free to go check out that video. It's a full guide. And then ask questions. Come to these lives and ask questions, or ask questions in the chat and or in the comment section. I'll help you out with the stuff you're trying to figure out. Whenever you return, is there an easy way to relist on Nifty? Yes, you can go to your sold items and then just highlight the sold item, the little square that I showed in that video. You can click on that and hit relist, and it'll relist to the platforms. Or you can like go on eBay and go into your solds. When it got returned, you just go into your solds and relist, and then download all of your inventory back onto Nifty, and then cross list from there. Easy, super easy to do. Working, but can use an earbud to watch. There you go. All right, let's start with shipping. We're gonna ship out. Oh, I forgot to open Nifty. Forgot to open my sales analytics, so I can actually follow along with my sales. So we have one Depop, one Mercari from yesterday. First Depop is an item that I literally just listed. It's a men's carbon to cobalt sweater. Listed this just a few days ago, paid $6.40 for this, and it sold for $22.50 over on Depop. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. So real quick sale because sending out those offers on multiple platforms thanks to good old Nifty. What's up, Bobby? What's up, OVABs? Welcome in. If you guys have any questions while you're hanging out, feel free to ask. It's going to be a shorter shipping live. Not too short, but a shorter shipping live because I only have 15 orders going out from yesterday. Well, 15 orders is actually good for a Thursday. Plus all of the Whatnot orders. All of your orders, by the way, have shipped. So if you bought something yesterday during the Whatnot show, they're waiting outside for the mailman. Made sure I shipped those yesterday. I do have all the analytics from the show. I wrote them all down so that way I can make the video tonight. I did have a couple people comment on that video and say, hey, I want a full breakdown of like how much profit you made, how many items you sold, how many hours it took. I even put in how long it took us to drive to the store, run the show, and then drive home and ship. So literally have the time out so that way when people hear the numbers and see how long it took and see how much profit we made, they'll be like, yeah, that's definitely worth it. Something off the hook the last few days. Hope everyone, yeah, mine have been good too. Earlier this week, my sales were really good. When I made that Nifty video, I think I had 19 or 18 orders in like one day, which is pretty good. Please do more. You and Serif's finds are awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah, the Bolo videos. I was gonna make a Bolo video this week, but because I made the cross listing Nifty video, I didn't have time to make one. But next week, I might even double up next week and make two. So I apologize for not putting one out this week, but I have full plans to put one, if not two, out next week. All right, let's ship out. We have a Brooks Brothers shirt. I think it's this one right here. All right, this is the only Mercari order. I haven't been cross-listing to Mercari because my sales kind of fell off on Mercari, but in the last like couple days, I've actually been selling quite a few Mercari pieces, Mercari orders. So I'm like, I might actually start listing there again. This is a men's Brooks Brothers shirt. I paid $4 for this, and it sold for $20 over on Mercari. Let me know in the chat. Have you guys had Mercari sales? Have you guys been still having Mercari sales? Should I start cross-listing back to Mercari? I don't know. What's up, Candy? What's up, Beverly? I don't know if I'm going to take that time to do it. Although this week, I think Mercari outsold Depop. So now I'm thinking maybe I should cross-list there again. Wouldn't take me that long with Nifty to cross-list everything I've cross-listed in the last like 2 weeks. Probably will take me 20 minutes to get everything back over there. So I guess it's worth it. But yeah, I don't know if I want to take that time to do it. Next up, we got a Faraday polo. This is a men's Faraday, good brand to look out for. Picked this up for $10.70. This sold for $21. This has been sitting in my inventory for a while, so I took a best offer to get it to move. I picked this up back when Faraday was selling for like 25 to 35 bucks. Now it's kind of fallen off a little bit, so a little bit of a lower sale, but still made a profit. I'm doing well on Mercari. Not a ton on Mercari, but more than Poshmark. Yeah, I get way more on Poshmark than I get on Mercari, but I think it's because of the brands and the items I sell. Poshmark fees killed me. Yeah, you 100%. You price up everything. I keep everything the same because we have enough wiggle room. But yeah, if you're selling lower end stuff, you definitely have to up your prices on Poshmark to make it make sense. Good thing about Poshmark is you get to use priority mail packaging. So. Is Nifty something instead of Autoposher? Nifty is Autoposher. Autoposher just rebranded. They just changed their name because when you hear the name Autoposher, you immediately think just Poshmark, and she didn't want that anymore. She got a lot of questions like, "Hey, I didn't know this cross-listed. I thought it was just a Poshmark bot." So that's why she rebranded to Nifty. So it's the same thing. It's just a different name. Might have dropped since the new fee change. Yeah, that's when mine dropped off too. Was the new fee change? Like everybody stopped buying on Mercari. Our sales have fallen off on Mercari as well. Still getting views, but we continue to list. The one thing I'll say is when they change the fees over on Mercari, they have trained their buyers now to offer lower. That's the biggest issue is before I used to accept lower offers because there was no fees. So if I had something listed for $25 and I got a $18 offer, I was like, you know what, I only paid $5 for this. I'm making $13. There's no fees. Cool. But now people are still making that $18 offer and we have fees on top of it. So now it's like, no, I'm not going to take 18. You got to come above 20 to make that offer make sense. And that's what I keep getting, those low ball offers over and over and over again. So I think it was a bad thing for them to switch over to that fee structure because they've just trained their buyers to just, I can offer lower. Everybody's accepting lower offers on Mercari. But now it's different because we all have fees. Mercari's been picking up. Yeah, picked up this week. So maybe I will cross list. Maybe I'll give it one more shot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. Next up, we got a pair of Athleta. These are Athleta orange pants. Pull-on pants. This is a Kayla pickup. Paid $801. This also sold for $21. This also has been sitting. Wait, is this the right one? Hold on. It says Athleta. Yeah, this is the right one. I don't have 286 is days listed. Never mind. Yeah, paid $801 and this sold for $21. Again, kind of a lower price. We're not really picking up Athleta anymore unless it's the Cabo linen joggers. I think are the ones that we pick up. My time was slow. Rewrote titles, promote, etc. I actually started promoting. Shout out to Surfs. I started promoting at 9% on eBay. And I know a lot of people are like, no way, I'm not promoting at 9%. Doesn't make any sense. Ever since I started promoting at 9%, my sales have gone way up on eBay. So for an extra 4%, which isn't really that much at the end of the day, I'm making more sales on eBay, and only a third of my sales are actually selling promoted. What's going on with Mercari? My sales are few and far. I've also tried to purchase 3 and 2 and canceled because the seller never shipped and one seller canceled. That's like Mercari and Depop have the same kind of sellers. I think they're just people who, they're just not good sellers. That's the only bad part about it. All right, next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren item. This is a Ralph Lauren yellow. It's like a rayon Eagle and Dragon shirt. It's a really good one, and it's brand new with tags. I picked this up retail arbitrage. I bought this for $37.45. Had this listed, I think, for $125, and I accepted an offer yesterday of $95. It's a really good shirt. It's got like a dragon print with an eagle and a desert scene behind it. It's a really, really good shirt. And these are the ones you're looking for when you're out thrifting or retail arbitrage, buying these at a retail store and flipping them online. That's what you want to do. Easy money. And it adds like really good items to your store. I'm promoting at 10. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that you have to promote higher on eBay to get sales, but if you have to promote higher and you sell more, it's worth it in my opinion. You write down exactly what you pay for each item. I put in my custom SKU. So as soon as we list our items, as soon as mom does the drafts for the items, she puts the price we paid in the custom SKU. And then when the item sells, I have it in Nifty. So on the left-hand side, I'll show you what I'm saying right now. You can see my screen. On the left-hand side right here, $37.45 is what we paid. So now when I sell, the cost of goods right here, Kayla's already put it in, is $37.45. Also, Nifty tracks how many days the item has been listed on eBay. So that took 256 days to sell. It took quite a while. I picked it up last year, but I listed it quite high too. $37.45. So we keep that in there, and then that's our custom SKU. That's where the item is listed on. Put in inventory. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying this morning. All right, next up we got one more order. This is actually a bundle, and I didn't even realize this sold. This is a Brooks Brothers bundle. So we have this Brooks Brothers shirt, which I think is linen. Yes, and then this Brooks Brothers shirt, which I think is linen. So two medium linen shirts sold together, sold for $36. I don't have the price I paid in here, but if I had to guess, I have like less than $8 each of these cost of goods, probably closer to $5. If I went on eBay, I could figure out exactly what I paid. I usually pay around $5 for Brooks Brothers shirts. Sold for $36 in a bundle. Love that. Love that. The Brooks Brothers linen shirts. I used to pass on these all the time. I'm no longer passing on Brooks Brothers linen shirts. Every single one of these that I've listed has sold within a week. They sell really, really fast. As long as you price them to sell, I usually price them right around $25, and they sell really quickly. So Brooks Brothers linen shirts, don't pass them up, especially this time of year because we're heading into Easter months. And with Easter right around the corner, people are picking up nice, like, colorful linen shirts, like Easter colors. Those two were perfect Easter colors. Is this SKU only available? Yes. Only available if you have a store? No. So if you go to your listings, let me go to my listings, active. I'll show you on the computer where it is, and I'll show you how to turn it on, and then you should be able to see it on your phone too. So let me go into these cool pants. If you're watching on Instagram, you gotta hop over to Facebook or YouTube to see this. Boom, boom, boom. Custom SKU. You have your listing up here. Your custom SKU is right here, right below your title. If you don't see it, then hit see title options. You have to do this on your computer. See title options and then turn on the custom SKU. It's right here. And then on your phone, your custom SKU, when you go into your what is it called? Not analytics. I keep thinking the word analytics. When you go into your item specifics, it'll be all the way down at the bottom on your item specifics. So you got to scroll. You got to hit see more and then scroll down to the bottom, and then you should be able to see your custom SKU there. So if you only list on your phone, it'll be all the way at the bottom. Let me go back to my shipping page because now we're on eBay sales. All right. eBay sales, we sold 9 orders yesterday. We'll start with the one that sold this morning right when I woke up. This is a men's Untuck It shirt. It's brand new with tags. I picked this up online arbitrage. I paid $15 for this, and it sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Advantage and disadvantage of setting up a store on eBay as opposed to just doing regular listings. So advantages is once you get to a certain number of listings, you're going to start paying insertion fees. I think you get 250 listings for free. So if you have less than 250, really there's not really a a point of getting a store. But once you get over that 250 listings, it starts making more sense to get a store subscription because it's cheaper to buy the store subscription than pay the insertion fees every single month. So if you're at less than 250, I would say just keep doing what you're doing. There's no real point. You can't do a sale markdown if you don't have a store. So if you want to put items on sale, you got to do that yourself and mark them down yourself. So that's a benefit you get. But to be honest, if you're under 250, you don't really need a store. You see the shoes Bo was running on Whatnot all week. Had crazy new tag stuff that's going to be thrown out. He got bags from a friend. I saw a story post. I haven't been on Whatnot this week, so I haven't seen any shows or anything. So Osiris Center was saying he had Wesco, Filson. Yeah, that's crazy that he found all that. But there's that stuff out there. They are out there. If you just tell people what you do, those opportunities are out there. But no, I haven't seen. I seen his story post yesterday about the Wesco boots. I think he ran that show yesterday. I didn't get to pop in to see those, but yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I don't think I missed anybody over here. We're good. All right, let's ship out order number 2 for eBay. Actually, I think I have to ship these together. Hold on. I think this all came from the same buyer. It did. I was gonna make a post on this on Facebook yesterday, but I decided not to. Let me see. So they got this one. They got this one. I need 4148. Can you slide those over to me? Thank you. This one here, I need 4148 and then 4502. So this buyer came through yesterday and bought 4 Ralph Lauren shirts all off of us. They're all men's size large. One of them sold for $22.50. We have one sold for $20.70. Another one for $22.50, and another for $20.70. My buy cost on each one of these $6.40, $2.63, $7.47, and $8. So all of those together sold for right around $100. And I'm actually going to ship these together. I'm going to ship them off live because I don't have a box for these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ship them, and then I'm going to refund the customer shipping because they paid shipping on each one of these, and there's no point for them to pay shipping on each one. So on one of those, I will give them their money back on that. But 4 Ralph Lauren shirts selling to the same buyer. You guys know I love selling Ralph Lauren, my favorite and best selling brand in my store. So yeah, speaking of Ralph Lauren, had another person come in yesterday and buy another Ralph Lauren shirt from me. I only paid $4 for this locally in a bulk buy, and this one sold for $18, just a little bread and butter Ralph Lauren. Can you change me how to show promotion? I'm only showing 4%, but I can't figure out how to change it. Your promotion? Do you do an automated promotion, Kim? Where can you find your quarterly coupons? So if you want to find I can show both of those. Let me get the answer to the Kim's question, and then I'll show where to find your quarterly coupon. Pretty easy to find the quarterly coupon on the dashboard. How much did you get for the Carhartt jacket? The one that I picked up, I haven't sold it yet. I just bought it. I haven't even listed it yet. I might even run that on Whatnot because that's more of like a Whatnot piece. Okay, cool. I'll show that. Do you have combined shipping set up on eBay? So to combine an order on eBay, here's what you do. Here's what you do. To combine this order on eBay, see I have this one, this one, this one, and this one. They all sold to the same buyer. As you can see, the buyer's username is right at the top. You can see how much I paid for each of these. See the prices I paid over, or prices they sold for. Now, when you go to ship these, what you're going to do is you're going to come to the top and you're going to hit Get Shipping Label. When you hit this button, I guess I'll show it. I don't care. Just don't call this buyer, please. You're going to have it's going to look like this. It's going to break up all the orders for you. What you're going to do is you're going to hit this, and then you're going to hit Combine. And that's going to combine that into one order for you. And now when you go from here, you'll put in your weight and dimensions, and it'll charge you based off of where the buyer lives and the weight and dimensions. So that's how you do it. Get all those orders into one order. I'm going to ship that afterwards, so I'm not going to worry about doing that right now. But yeah, that's how you put them all into one order. Super easy. I don't know why eBay doesn't just combine it for you, because normally you're going to combine it yourself. It should automatically combine, but that's eBay for you. Okay, promotions. So your store, wait, hold on. Where is it? Here. To find your coupon, it's under marketing, right? No. Store, subscriber discounts. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want you guys to steal my code. But subscriber discounts is where you find your quarterly coupon. When you click this button, it'll take you there and you'll be able to get your quarterly coupon. It'll just take you right to the store and then you can buy your items. Let me find Kim's question. Kim's question is advertising. Is it marketing? There it is. You're going to go to advertising. Then you're going to go to dashboard. When you click on dashboard, it's going to bring you to a page like this. You're going to scroll to the bottom, whatever promoted listings campaign you have. Right now I have a 9%. You're going to click on this, and then you're going to put it, change the promotion. So I just hit edit and change the promotion. Dalton and Ether may, sorry, remember this? The promoted offsite ad didn't work. Good old eBay. Good old eBay, Dalton and Ethan. Are you still doing consignment? Yes, I do have a couple people that have emailed me. We haven't read and done the emails yet because once we get palletized inventory, we're going to see how that goes, and I'm probably going to start slowly phasing out consignment because then I'd rather just do new attack stuff and run new attack stuff. We probably still will take on some big consigners, but email me. It's kwayconsign@gmail.com. kwayconsign@gmail.com. And I'll send you a sheet for you to fill out. Just keep in mind that we're only taking top tier items that sell for 35 or more on eBay. So if you're going to send me Untuckits and Ralph Lauren basic shirts and Peter Millar basic polos, all of those are going to get declined. I will not take anything lower than something that sells for 35 or more. So I'm looking for Patagonia jackets. I'm looking for North Face Denali, really nice looking North Face Denalis, new tag items. Those are the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Vuori, good Lululemon jackets, things like that. Thanks so much tutorial on combining orders. You're awesome. Appreciate you for asking, Rebecca. Good morning. When you want to pay for return shipping for a buyer, how do you do that? When you want to pay return shipping for a buyer, how do you do that? When you do your return, when you accept the return in, what you're going to do is you're going to send them a refund on their additional shipping. That will pretty much negate the shipping that they had coming your way. That would be the way to do it, or just have your listing set up to buyer, or you pay return shipping as opposed to buyer pays return shipping. That'd be the way to do it. Do you have a list of tie brands you recommend picking up? No, but I have a tie bolo video, so go watch that tie bolo video. It has 5 ties to look out for. Moving 10% lack. Is the consensus moving up 10% due to lack of sales? No, I just wanted to see if they would get me more sales going from 5% to 10%. It's not like I wasn't selling anything. I was selling a good amount on eBay. But since moving it to 5% to 10%, or 5% to 9%, I've seen an uptick in sales. So if I can I have enough margin on my items to move my promoted a little bit higher and get more sales, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it all day. Can you show us in Nifty where you enter your receipts? Yeah, let me show that real quick. So you're going to come over to Nifty. You're going to click on the sales analytics. Then you're going to click on the expenses, and then here's where you put in your expenses. And this is where you put in your receipt. So inventory purchase, it already has it highlighted right here. You'd put in the description I bought this from Surf Up because he smells, right? Put that in there wherever you bought it from, and then the amount you paid. I paid 69 cents to Surfs, so I'll put that in at 69 cents. Boom. And then then you would save that and put the date you purchased it, and it would put it into Nifty for you. I'm not going to do it. I haven't filled any of this out yet for this year because I'm still working on last year's taxes, but that's how you do it right there. Are you still giving the buyer a shipping discount? Yep, I'm still giving the buyer a shipping discount. Minus 33 wool base layers sold within 24 hours, 39 paid. Whoa. Bolo used brand. Nice. That's insane. All those? Super psyched. Found 3 jelly cats for $6.50 each and just sold 2 of them for $55. Nice. I've always looked at, whenever I'm at the thrift store. Just the other week when we were at the thrift store, I was looking for jelly cats. I've never found one before, so shut up, Surfs. Do you know if you guys use the cash or accrual method? So we do whatever we paid for the inventory for that year. So if I bought something last year. I use all of my receipts for that year, and I use it for that year's taxes. That's how I do it. I don't do when something sells. I use that as my cost of goods. So whatever method that is, I don't know. That's the one I use. I don't know if that's. I think it's the. Is that the accrual method? I don't freaking know. How can you change your eBay seller name? You go into your settings and you change the name. I don't know how often you can do it. I haven't done it in a while, so yeah, go into your settings. My wife brought home a first edition dragon book that is a bolo. Is it bad? I want to flip it. Bad. I want to flip it. No, flip that thing. Sell it. Everything's for sale. Just like that. Sweater I sold to Surfs. Everything is for sale in this house. Surfs can have another Coogee sweater if he wants for $275. I'll sell it to him. Next up, basic men's Robert Graham shirt. I picked this up in a bulk buy. These are not the like crazy Robert Grahams that you need to be on the lookout for. This is just more of a basic one. Paid $8. This one sold for 22 buckaroos. 22 bucks. Cash method. Yeah, that's the one I use. Yes, I think the cash method is just the easiest for most resellers. If you don't use the cash method, you have to really keep track of your cost of goods and be tracking how much you paid per item and all that stuff. With the cash method, you don't really have to do that. You just save up all your receipts, and then for the end of the year, you just go through all your bank statements and just verify you have all the expenses that you need. Like for example, we go to Red, White, and Blue, and sometimes we use the ATM to pull out cash. Every single time I use the ATM, that is a deduction because it charges me to use the ATM at the store. So go through all of your receipts, go through all your bank accounts, make sure you get everything out for that fiscal year, and use that. It's so much easier to do it that way. But I get why people use it the other way too, because if you bought a bunch of inventory and you only sold a little bit of it, you're really only paying the taxes on that little bit that you sold. And then that carries over to the following year. So the following year, if you don't buy as much, but you sell a ton, if you use my method, you would pay more in taxes. But if you use the other method, you don't pay as much in taxes. So I get it. I get why both ways are doable. So the 770 listing credits on Nifty, is that 770 each? Yes, it doesn't just go away. It's not like you have to renew or like pay for another listing to get more every single month. Depending on when you got your subscription, it will renew the following month. So I have 2,000 credits. I think they renew on the 23rd. And then I have another 2,000 credits to use for the following month until the next 23rd. Next up, a couple good sales here to finish it off. We got a men's Woolrich size large. It has a nice like Christmas like snowflake print on the front. I paid $8.56 for this, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Ask Caleb about the Onyx Storm series of books. Ask Caleb about the Onyx Storm series of books. The hardback copies are selling for double or triple crazy following. I think she got hers. I think she bought that book and she got hers on. She got hers on the phone. She like ordered it and she reads it like on her phone. I think that's what she did. I don't know, but she didn't do the hardback. But that's crazy that people are paying that much for books. Who even reads? Reading? Mom, do you read?
All the time.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't read. I read chat. That's all I read. I get all my reading in from chat every day. Where do you get your bulk buys from? Locally. I just met a guy at a thrift store. He said he had a bunch of stuff, and we meet up locally every single week, and I buy a bunch of stuff off of him. It was just an organic relationship that was created from him seeing how much stuff I was buying at a thrift store. No social media. He didn't know me on socials, didn't know anything like that. He just saw me in a thrift store, saw I had a pile of stuff in my cart, and said, hey, I think I have some of those brands at my house. You want to meet up? And I was like, sure, we'll meet up. We met at a Publix, I believe the first time we met at a Publix, and he brought like 2 boxes of stuff. He had really good stuff. And then I was like, he's like, I still got more at the house. I got like a whole room stacked all the way to the top, full of clothing. I was like, cool. He's like, you want to come over and just look at it? And I was like, sure. I came over the next day and I went through a bunch of the boxes. Just probably spent like $2 or $3 grand at the first round, and he still had tons of boxes in his room to go through. So it was all organic how I met up with that guy. Fun fact, everyone, I'm from Woolrich, PA, across from the factory. Oh, for Woolrich, nice. You must find a lot of Woolriches where you are. All right, last order. I'm gonna pack this up off live too, because I gotta put this in a box. If you watched one of my videos from a couple weeks ago, I found that Lululemon men's blazer, and then I found that Maker coat, all at the same thrift. It was actually at a Goodwill. And this coat right here, it's just a black coat, full length. And this one sold for, paid $10.67 for this at the Goodwill. That was 10 plus tax. And this sold for $103.50. It is just a long black coat, but the brand is Maker, Whamaker. I'll show you guys the logo if you're watching on the other platforms. That's what I had it listed for, and then Nifty sent out 10% off from this person accepted. So you have your front, your back, and then that's the tag you're looking for. Maker, made in USA, and then there's what it's made out of. It has a little bit of wool in the liner, but yeah, that's the tag. Maker, pretty much everything sells. There's stuff that sells for more, stuff that sells for less. This is one of the better coats, but definitely look for that tag. That tag is one that you need to be looking for when you're out there thrifting. Looks like a basic, just black coat is what it looks like. Doesn't look like anything crazy, and yeah, sold for $100. Meet at Publix. Hey, want to come over? Well, that's because I met him and he seemed like a legitimate guy. Like he actually had boxes of clothing, right? So if he would have came with like 2 shirts and then been like, hey, you want to come over? I got a bunch more stuff. Then I'd probably been like, nah. But he brought like 2 huge boxes of clothing, like massive boxes, and they were full with really good brands. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then ever since then, now we meet up every week. He actually drives over to me on Tuesdays, so I just drive a little bit up the road. And he brings like two boxes full of stuff that he thrifts throughout the week. So he's learned the brands that I like to pick up. He goes and picks all of those up for me, and then I pay him a little bit over his costs. So if he buys something for $5, I usually pay $7 to $8. It's cash. He's able to take that money, keep some of it, and then go out thrifting again the following week. He makes like probably $300-400 every week from me, and then I take those items and list them online. So a lot of the stuff behind me back here is a lot of his stuff that we just picked up this week. This week he had 7 Turnbull and Asser shirts. He went to a Salvation Army that had just brought out a new cart while he was there, and he said there was Purple Label on the top, but some guy came over and grabbed the Purple Label really quick, but he left the Turnbull and Assers, and there was another brand he left too that I picked up this week. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, 7 Turnbull and Asser shirts. They're the newer shirts too that go for like $40 to $50 a piece, and I only paid $12 a piece. He only paid like $6 a piece, so he made $6 on those, and then I'm gonna make $20 to $30. He doesn't want to sell online at all, so he doesn't really care about how much I sell it for. He just wants to make some quick cash. How much profit do you keep for yourself? How much do you profit and keep for yourself and yearly? So I'll say this: we make a good amount of money on both selling and social media. I'm able to keep a good amount of money in my bank account. Will I tell you the exact amount? No, I don't feel comfortable telling you the exact amount. But yeah, we make a good amount. Last year, I think I still have to go over, finalize my numbers, but we did over $100,000 in profit last year, selling online. So without any social media income, just selling online, $100,000 in profit. So between both of us, that's more than both of us made working at the post office, and she was a daycare preschool teacher. We're making way more than we were before just off of selling online. So that's what I'll leave it at that. So you pay him before selling them? Yes, I just bulk buy off of them. So we do consignment on Whatnot, but I wouldn't consign his items. It wouldn't make any sense because then he'd have to wait for payment. He doesn't really like doing that. He wants cash in hand. So I just buy it off of him, and then most of that stuff we list on like eBay and Poshmark and places like that. I'm a shopaholic and I get mountains of stuff and I haven't listed. Yeah, I wish I had more of those people. I wish I had like 3 or 4 people locally to me like that knew the stuff I liked and could go out and source it and just come and I'd buy it off them for a little bit more. Sure, I'm paying more. Like usually I'm paying like $8 to $9 for Ralph Lauren shirts from him. But the thing is, I'm getting so much and I don't even have to go source them that it's worth it for me to pay up for those, because then I sell those for $22.99 to $24.99 and they sell really quick. So I wish I had more of those people. I actually have somebody locally that I forgot to reach back out to him too, that shops at the bins, and I meant to go through their store. I need to reach back out to that person. I completely forgot they reached out to me. But yeah, I have somebody locally that goes to the bins that reached out to me and was like, hey, I'll sell you a bunch of stuff from the bins as long as you pay what you're paying at thrift stores. I'm cool with it. So I need to reach back out to them. You guys just reminded me of that. Might sound dumb, but would you consider doing a video on how to measure items? Measuring items is easy. You want to see? I'll do a video right now on how to measure items. I'll go into one of my listings really quick. Let's go into this Ralph Lauren listing. Ralph Lauren listing. Does it show my... Here it is right here. All right, Ralph Lauren listing. This is a Ralph Lauren shirt that sold. This thing sold really fast too. We literally just picked it up at Goodwill last week. Here you go. This is what the shirt looks like. Just imagine this shirt is laying flat and you're about to do your measurements. You're going to do a pit to pit. Pit to pit. You're going to do a top to bottom, or you're going to be a shoulder. So shoulder is your seam right here. You see this is the seam. So you're going to do a seam to seam. That's your shoulder measurement. And then you're going to do a top to bottom. Usually I take it from about right here, and I take it to the bottom of the shirt in the front. Some people take it from the very back and all the way to the bottom. That's another top to bottom. Usually top to bottom measurements people don't really care about. I usually take it from here and measure it to here. That's your top to bottom measurement. And then some people do the sleeve measurement. That is from here all the way to the end of the sleeve. Usually you'll lay your sleeve flat like this, and you'll take that measurement all the way down to the bottom. So pit to pit, shoulder, top to bottom is what we usually do. Sleeve measurements we only do on like suits and blazers and stuff like that. And then we put it down in our description right here. So this one had a 23-inch pit to pit. Top to bottom was 32.5, and then the shoulder was 19. Now when we go into something like a pair of jeans, let me get you a pair of jeans. Listings, active. Time is money. Yes, exactly. So I'm willing to pay up for items because I don't have to go source them. Exactly correct. Find a pair of jeans here. Here we go. Got a pair of rag and bone jeans. Why haven't these sold? I need to find out why these haven't sold, because these usually sell really quick. All right, rag and bone jeans. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so jean measurements. This is what you're going to do. You're going to do your waist measurement, obviously. You got to know how big the waist is. You're going to do the inseam measurement, which is this crotch area all the way down to the bottom. That is your seam measurement. Then you're going to do your front rise, which is this right here on men's jeans. Men don't really care too much about the front rise, but we still take it anyway. And then the back rise is over here. You see my screen on Facebook or YouTube. You see the back rise is just the back area, same exact measurement. So the front rise is here, back rise is here. And then some people take the cuff measurement down here. So you can take that. On some women's items, women will ask for the waist measurement, which is right here. That's your waist measurement. It's usually like right below where the bottom button is. You do your waist measurement. So waist, inseam, front rise, back rise, hip measurement. Sorry, this is not waist. This is a hip measurement right there, and then your cuff if you want to put that in. But we usually just do the waist, inseam, front rise, back rise when we do ours. If we get any extra measurements, sometimes we'll take those. But as you can see, that's your measurement. We kept it at 38 because it was a true 38 for the waist measurement. Boom, boom, boom. Appreciate all the questions. I'll have a question. By the way, if you missed that part and you want to rewatch it, as soon as I end the live, it'll be on Facebook or YouTube. You can rewatch this live. I'll have a question about Nifty. I'm on a 7-day free trial and have 150 items pulled over. When I sell an item, it's not delisting correctly. Is that because of the trial? Do you have this setting set up for delist? I don't know if you get delist from the trial. I don't know exactly all the functions you get from the trial. Delisting might not happen because of the trial. Did you go into your account like I showed on the video, and did you turn on auto sales detection? I'd have to ask her if you even get auto sales detection with the trial. I doubt you do. I don't think you do with the trial. So that might be it. What do you do if jeans and inseam isn't what the tag says? I just put it in the title. So if it's supposed to be a 30-32 and it's a 30-30, I put 30-30 in the title, and then in the description down at the bottom, I'll put like jeans are 30-32 but measured to be a 30. Please see description. And then they'll be able to see all the measurements. Once I get the new flat lay setup, kind of like Surf's house, when we move into our new house, then I'm going to just take photos of it, and then you won't really have to do that because they'll be able to see it. How often are you having returns? Not many at all. Right now on eBay, I have a total of 3 active returns right now on eBay. So that's not very much. On eBay, let me see how many sales I've had on eBay. Insights. How many total sales have I had on eBay? I've had 433 total sales between eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and I've had 4 open 4 open returns. I think I've closed out 3 other returns. So out of 433 orders, I've had 7 returns. How do you overcome challenges? That's a good question. How do you overcome challenges? You figure out what the challenge is, and then what I do a lot of times, if I have a challenge that I can't figure out, I'll reach out to people within my circle and ask them, how do I overcome this? Or what do I need to do better? Or they'll see that I'm struggling and they'll reach out to me and be like, hey, you need to do this, or you need to try this. I have nightly conversations with people like Surfs, with people like Chris, where we're just like brainstorming and talking back and forth. So really, a lot of my challenges are met before they actually become challenges. So 433 orders in this quarter. That's on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I think that's accurate, right? When you click on this quarter. Yeah, this year in this quarter, yeah. 433 orders on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop combined, just since the beginning of this year. This month so far, I have 84 orders. So from 2/1 to 2/7, I have 84 orders total. And I can see that. I can show you this. If you're on YouTube or on Instagram, you gotta head over to Facebook or YouTube to see this. But see this year. This year would be the beginning of this year, 433. This quarter is the same as this year because the quarter and the year is no different. And then this month is 84. And then it gives me my profit. Gives my total average sales price. Let me see if the average sales price. So my average profit per order is actually going up this month specifically. You can see it's changing from 1836 and now I'm at 2062, which is good. I'm selling a lot of higher dollar items too. My average sales price is right here. Gives me all my analytics, what brand's selling the best. As you can see, Ralph Lauren is selling the best. But this is what Nifty gives you. It gives you like data right to the point. You can see like when you had uptick in sales, when you had downtick in sales. It's so good. It's so good. So when I get questions like that, I can easily answer them. Yeah, having a good community is definitely essential. Do you do the same thing if the waist size is different? Yep, same thing. So you don't take photos of measurements, you include them? Yeah, so we have Danny, if you go watch our live from the other night, I think I did a live on Monday when I was taking photos out in the garage. We have a hanging setup. I can't take measurements and like take a picture at the same time because I'd have my arm in every single photo. So what we do is we measure them and put them in the description, but I am going to change over to the flat lay setup, kind of like Surfs does. And once I do that, I'll be able to just lay a ruler on top and snap a photo. So I think that is the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to take the photo of it. But the setup we have, it gives us better photos, but then we can't do things like that. So do I need to file taxes? I just started reselling in December of last year. You need to file taxes on all profit you make. Some people will tell you, if you didn't make over $600 or you didn't make over whatever the threshold is to get a 1099, you don't need to claim that, but you're supposed to claim on all your profit. The reason you do that too is it's smart to do that is because let's say this last year you started in December and you only sold $500. You only made $500 in profit. Then the next year you made $7,000 in profit, and then the next year you made $50,000 in profit. You're showing people that when you go to get a loan, you're showing them that you're slowly, steadily increasing your profit. Much easier to get a loan that way. If you just randomly out of the blue, I made $50,000 this year selling online, most of the time businesses will be like, where did that money come from? Like, that doesn't just happen. Like, you don't just create a business and make 50 grand in a year. Like, how did that happen? You'll have to explain to them like, yeah, I made money the previous years, but I didn't claim it on my taxes. And they'll be like, wait, what? You're supposed to claim all profit on your taxes. So it's always good to do that. Like for us, we're going to hopefully get a new house this summer. We've shown every single year that we've made more money. So when we get a loan, it's going to be a very easy process. If I just out of the blue was making 100 grand a year, then people would be like, the people we try to get loans with would think we're crazy. We're going to get the flat lay hanger. Trisha makes a flat lay hanger. She doesn't have any available right now. As soon as she does, I'll post it to my Instagram and my Facebook through my List It platform. And then you just claim it. It sends you a direct checkout link. But you need to claim it fast because last time she sold out in like 24 hours. So she only makes 10 to 15. They're all wooden hangers. They're all handmade. So as soon as they become available, if you really, really want one, you're going to have to order it fast. You're going to have to be paying attention to my socials. Make sure you have my, on Instagram, make sure you have my stories like notify me for my stories, because that's usually where I post them. So every time I post a story, just check them out. I usually say like a couple days before too on the live, like, hey, Trisha's about to make hangers. So does eBay send me a 1099? All platforms that you sell over a certain threshold will send you a 1099. Every single one of them. I can't do tax video. Everybody always asks me for tax video. Go talk to a tax advisor. That's my tax video right there. You just got my whole video. Go talk to a professional. I'm a dumb guy that sells you shit online. I shouldn't be the one giving you advice on what you should do for taxes. You should go to somebody who actually gets paid to do taxes, and they're going to tell you so much more than I could tell you, how many more deductions you can get, all that stuff. Also, it's a liability issue. I can't talk about taxes because if I give you bad tax advice, then I can be held liable for it. So go talk to a tax advisor. That's my advice for you. There's the whole video right there. I could put that on YouTube and post it. Yeah, you have to hit a certain threshold to get a 1099. But again, you're supposed to claim. You're supposed to claim on all your taxes. All your. Do you feel like you have financial freedom? Not yet. I don't own my house completely. I did own my car for a while, but then we bought a new car this last year, so I don't have that paid off yet. But once I have that paid off, I'll be good. There's a good chunk of time that I had basically all my cars paid off, and all I was doing was paying for the house. But now we have car payment again. So I think once I pay off my car and I own my house outright, and I'm still making a comfortable living like I am now, I think at that point, yes, I would have financial freedom. I think with financial freedom, you need to have investments going for you that you don't need to work for, like houses and properties and things like that. And you also need to be able to be self-insured. So if anything happens to me, if I get injured or anything, I don't need to rely on insurance to pay for it. I can just basically say like, hey, I have a surgery and it costs $25,000. I can just pull that out of my account with no issues. That's financial freedom to me. So I'm not there yet. I'm still young. I'm 30. How am I? I think I'm 32. I think I'm 32. I'm 32 years old. I still got plenty of time to hit the financial freedom part of it. I think I'm 32. I don't know how old I am. Can you show the flat hanger? It's out in the garage. It's just a big wood hanger. If you go to my live from the other night, you can see it. Go to my Monday night live. So if you're on Facebook, you just scroll through my feed. I'll be out in the garage with the light box behind me. It's really easy to find. If you're on YouTube, it's the same thing. And you'll see the flat lay hanger like right off the bat. So is putting clothes on a mannequin better than a hanger? No. I'll show you my photos. You don't need a mannequin. You really don't even need a hanger. You can do everything without a hanger. Let me go to orders, awaiting shipment. This was taken not on a mannequin. Hold on, let me get into one of these listings. Okay, no mannequin needed. Look at the photos. These were taken just the other day with these Ralph Lauren shirts. No mannequin. No mannequin at all. That's my cover photo. You have your full front, your full back, tag photo, tag photo. The most important photo of every single listing, the most important photo, the one you should be taking the most time with. The rest of the photos just throw up and take photos of. It doesn't really matter. The cover photo. This is what sells your item. This is what sucks the buyer into your item. Cover photo needs to look really, really good. And if your cover photo looks good, then you're going to sell your item, because that's what brought your, once somebody's in your listing, it's a very easy process to get them to buy your item. But no mannequin. Zero mannequin was used in this one right here. It's just that cover photo. And you can achieve this cover photo on the ground in your living room if you wanted to. You don't really need a setup, but I do like using the light box because, as you can see, it really lights up the item, makes it look really nice, brings out the colors, makes them pop. But no mannequin. I think mannequin, just imagine how much extra time you'd be wasting if you're throwing the shirt on a mannequin. It's just the same thing with like steaming and ironing your items. Sure, you can steam them and iron them and make them look as nice as you want. That item is not steamed, not ironed, and no issues with it. Just take the photos. Sir said you are 52? Not there yet. When I'm 52, I better be a lot richer than I am right now. Do you edit your pics? No editing. The only pictures that I edit are tie pictures, and sometimes when I do shoe photos, I will use Photo Room and take out the background for those. You see on TikTok, are you still reselling? Are you still reselling culture? What do you mean? Reselling culture. I'm on TikTok still. I just can't do TikTok live. I'm banned, but I am trying to get unbanned right now. I do have a friend who's a TikTok shop partner now, and he is able to talk to people at TikTok. So I'm trying to get him to maybe help a brother out and get him to ask to get me unbanned. He also asked to get Chris unbanned. Barry D is who I'm talking about. So I'm hoping that he can get through to them and be like, hey, you guys need to unban these two accounts. I don't know why they're even live banned. It's stupid because I can't reach out. Every time I reach out to TikTok now, I've reached out so many times to try to get my account unbanned that they literally will not answer my questions. They won't answer my tickets. They won't do anything. They've already told me, like, if you reach out about this issue again, we're not going to answer you. So I literally can't talk to anybody at TikTok. It's stupid. Stupid that I'm live banned for doing this, by the way. To TikTok, this is selling regulated goods. When I'm talking about what I'm selling in my business, it's selling regulated goods, which is firearms, which is alcohol, which is illegal substances. That is regulated goods. And for some reason, this falls into regulated goods, which makes no sense because there's literally people that have businesses that go live on TikTok doing the same thing I'm doing and doing the same thing Chris is doing. But it's because we say the word eBay and whatnot and Poshmark and Mercari, and TikTok doesn't like those words because we're attracting people to these different platforms and they don't like it. But Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, they don't care, even though we're attracting people to other. Yeah, it makes no sense. That's TikTok for you. Flat lay hanger, the advantage of the flat lay hanger, it makes the shoulders wide when you're hanging up your item, so it looks like the item is almost being flat laid. Makes the items look nice instead of like droopy. Like if you just use a regular hanger, the shoulders are all droopy, but if you use a flat lay hanger, the item will actually come out a little bit. It makes it look better. Are you still doing Jamble? I told Jamble that I would do more shows when they introduce Android. I hate the fact that when I publicly say I'm about to do a show on Jamble, half of my viewers can't even go on the platform. It's stupid. The fact that they haven't even pushed that through yet is crazy to me. That's the number one issue within their community. It's the number one complaint they have within all their sellers is, hey, we need Android. And they're like, yeah, we'll get to it. It's like, no. You're cutting off half of the US buyer base if you don't have Android. I don't know why they can't get that through their head. They're based in France. In France, everybody's on iPhones. I don't think there's many people even using Android. I think it's like 90-10, basically. 90% of the people in France are using iPhones as opposed to Androids. But here in America, it's 50-50. If you want to have a business here in America, you need to be 50-50. You need to be able to bring in those Android buyer base. So yeah, it makes no sense. I told them as soon as they get Android, I'll do a show. We had 200 people on our first show ever on that platform. That's crazy considering they just have iPhone. And I think ours was the biggest show they've ever had on their platform, 200 people in them. I think they've had like one that was like 250, but it was actually Jamble that put out that show, and they were giving away a bunch of random stuff around Christmas time. But as a seller show, we had the biggest show. And so we can do another show there. We just need Android. I need to be able to bring everybody over, not just a couple people. So else like you and Surfs that I can follow. Chris at Peak, he's another good one. He's starting to put out more reselling content too. Is there a flat lay hanger over your head and shoulder? No, that is not a flat lay hanger. That's just a regular hanger that we have. Oh, that's a flat lay hanger. Yes, that is right there. That's a flat lay hanger, but that's a custom one that Trisha made for me that says Supreme on it. But yes, that is exactly what a flat lay hanger is. Are you guys shopping today? No. We have to set up for a Whatnot show, but we have a Whatnot show tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go bookmark the show. It's going to be more for resellers tonight. We're going to be doing a lot of sudden death. We're clearing a lot of our inventory, making room for some stuff that we got coming in. If you guys saw my listing live the other night out in the garage, you saw all those stacks of bins that I have in the corner. Those are all stuff that needs to be run on Whatnot. So we're going to be running that stuff. Probably doing like $5 starts tonight on really, really good stuff. So feel free to come out. If you haven't signed up, go get your free 15. Use it tonight. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. Yeah, Chris at Peak. I refuse to follow social media peeps that want to charge for everything, call it cheap. I don't care. I'm a newer reseller. Don't like throwing money out on wishes. So you mean like people that have courses and stuff? Yeah, I'm a big pusher of not needing to do a course to learn everything for free, and that comes with a lot of backlash too. I get a lot of people that message me or comment and say like, "Bro, you shouldn't give it out for free. You should charge for this information, blah, blah, blah." And I learned everything for free. So that's why we give it out for free. So, yeah. Why'd y'all get banned? We got banned for sale of regulated goods on TikTok. Basically, it's some troll reported our account because they said that we were selling illegal substances on live, and then TikTok isn't even looking into it. That's basically what happened. Thoughts on somebody considering to go full-time now? Is it too late? No, it's not too late in the game. I think it's the perfect time. There will always be a market for resale. There will always be a market for pre-owned goods. And that market is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. So I think it's the perfect time to do it. I think now, next year, the following year, it'll always be the best time. It'll get better year in year. It's never going to decline. It's only going to increase. When can you do a video on setting up a whatnot show? Yes, I do plan to do that video. I actually talked about that with Surfs. How many of you would be interested in that? Let me know in the comments. How many of you would be interested in learning how to not only preload a whatnot show, but run a random pull show? Like set up a random pull show, the ideas behind like why a random pull show is better than a preloaded show and why a preloaded show is better than a random pull show. Yeah, I think one of the things I'm going to focus on in that video is how to set up a random pull show. I don't think a lot of people even understand how to do that. And it's so easy. A random pull show is so easy to set up and it's so easy to run. You can literally just rack a bunch of random stuff on a rack and then just run a show, and you don't have to do any prep beforehand. Your prep is done during the show. You're actually prepping while you run the show, so that way your shipping after the show is much easier. And the number one thing you need for that is these right here make your life so much easier. So yeah, I see a lot of yeses. So yeah, I'll do that show, especially the random pull show, because I think random pull shows they're so easy to do. And yes, people like preloaded shows, and I get that because you're able to see what's coming up. But the reason why random pull shows are so good is because you don't know what's coming up. People will stay the whole entire show because they never know when that crazy Lululemon piece is going to show up, or that crazy all over print Ralph Lauren shirt's going to show up. And usually you'll tease them in the beginning of the live, be like, "This is coming up, make sure you stay." But I like random pull shows for that specific reason. I do understand why preloaded shows are good too. You can see the Buffalo Bills sweatshirt and my pile of things. Sorry, I just found a Buffalo Bills thing. Yeah, that's a little late. Unfortunately, those will still sell though. Josh Allen just won the MVP, so I'm sure people are still buying Bills gear. A pull show, a random pull show. Shut up, Lorenzo. You know what a random pull show is. Shut up. All right, so I'll make that video. I'll probably do that video maybe next week, and I'll show like the computer on how to set up the show, and then I'll also show how to run a random pull and a fully loaded show. So I'll probably do the fully loaded show first in that video, and then basically say like this is how you do a random pull show. Do you leave feedback right away? Yes, I used to wait till the buyer received the item, and now I just leave it right away because I have enough feedback. But a good strategy just starting out is when item ships and it gets received, as soon as you see it's received by the buyer, you check like every day. Once it gets received by the buyer, you leave them a feedback because usually that like they'll see that feedback and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I did receive that item. Let me leave them a feedback too." So, what are the number things called? These are my link tree. I'll leave my link tree down in the. You're on Kristen. You're on Facebook, so the link tree is actually in the description of this live. But I'll also put it in the. I'll put my link tree down in the comments really quick. Hold on, let me load it up. This is my link tree. If you go to the products we use on a daily basis, the number placards are going to be in there. I need to edit that and make like a whatnot setup for these specifically. But yeah, those are there. Also the bags we use, all that stuff is also linked in that link tree under the products we use on a daily basis. And I will move that up to the top right now. So that way you guys don't have to search for it. I'll move that to the top, and then I'll move whatnot right there because I'm getting a lot of questions on whatnot too right now. So I'll move both of those to the top. Now they're both edited, so you're good to go. Right at the top for you. How's your sister? Is she reselling? Yes, she's also doing real estate now too. So she's getting into real estate. So good for her. I'll give you credit, man. You're one dedicated SOB. I am. Been doing these lives for a very, very long time. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'll be doing these lives and posting every single day as much as I possibly can. By the way, do I say this on live? I don't know if I say this on live because this will get out. Oh, whatever. I am more motivated than ever to make content for social media for reselling right now because I see all of the creators, especially bigger creators, moving on to different things. One of which a lot of people right now are doing TikTok Shop, and they're completely abandoning their reselling following altogether. They're just like literally just making TikTok Shop videos and abandoning what they started with, and I think that's a really bad idea. The reason you're in the position you are today is because you had a reselling following. Why just completely obliterate that just to do TikTok shop? There's other people doing other avenues, and I'm seeing all of these bigger creators leaving this space, and it's just making me more motivated than ever to make more videos, because now I'm like, all right, you guys are leaving this lane and you're opening this lane up to so many more people. I'm going to take over that lane. So I was talking to Chris about that last night, and yeah, I'm more motivated than ever to make social media content. So you might see 2 videos a day from me in the coming months, just because when I see a lane open, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go for it, and that's where I'm going right now. So yeah, that might get out to some people, and I don't care. I can have conversations with those people later on, but I think it's not very smart to leave your whole. Just imagine if I completely stopped doing this, and I was just like, oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna make more money doing TikTok shop tomorrow, so I'm gonna do TikTok shop. It just doesn't make any sense. There's certain people that kill it, and that it makes perfect sense. Like Barry D, makes absolutely perfect sense for him to do TikTok shop. He is a funny guy, and his TikTok shop videos are like funny. They're fun to watch, and he's the perfect personality for that. Makes perfect sense. There's other people that just doesn't make any sense. Makes zero. But they do it because it's quick cash. They'll make that quick cash until the quick cash runs out, and then they'll come back and be like, hey guys, I'm back to reselling again. And by that time, you've already lost your audience. It doesn't make any sense. I have the one other thing in the mail back to you. It was inside. No, you can keep it. We have extras. Shannon, I thought it was you that we left that in there. Just consider it an extra, because yeah, we went to use the number placards the next time, and I was like, crap, I lost one. I bet you, and we literally just bought them too. I use a gyro discount code on my poly mailers. Great price and appreciate the discount. Yeah, they are a good price, and that discount makes them cheaper than Amazon usually. So yeah, that's where we get all of ours from. The more you buy, by the way, the better the deal you get. So I can't find the custom SKU. Do you think it's because I'm new? No, I just showed it earlier, Laura. You go into your eBay listings. It should be at the very top. If it's not at the very top, you have to turn it on. I'll show it to you one more time really quick. His videos happily sucks and he crushes it. I know, but he's funny. That's why he crushes it. He's funny as hell. That's why he's a perfect personality for that stuff. Perfect. Makes perfect sense. Here we go. Right at the very top, custom SKU is right here. And then if you don't see it, you're going to turn it on. So right down here, oh, not photo options. Sorry, right here. Title options, turn on your custom SKU, and then you can find it on all your platforms. So again, it's right below your title, custom SKU, turn it on. You don't need a store to have a custom SKU label. That is not needed. Not needed at all. Yeah, this is definitely. I'm going to do way more of this. Way more of this, especially on YouTube. I'm having fun making YouTube videos. It's a lot of fun to create those, and I see what I'm supposed to do on YouTube. Is YouTube should be a teaching platform. I do like to do live like thrifting on YouTube. I also do like to make the thrifting videos, so you guys will see more of those. But to be honest, the views on the teaching videos are way more than the views on the thrifting videos, because that's what everybody wants on YouTube. They want to be able to search for something, find a video, watch the video. So you need to make something that's searchable for them to find, for them to watch. So I'm definitely going that route on YouTube. Are you allowed to tell what the new auto is again? Are you allowed to tell what the new auto is again, please? What auto? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. They're also dropping for whatnot? What's dropping for whatnot? I lost track. Are you allowed to tell what the new auto is? I don't know what that question is. Stay loyal. Will do. Are you allowed to tell what the new auto is? Does anybody know what that means? I want to answer this before I head off, but I don't know what that means. Kristen, let me know what it means, and I'll answer it after the live, because I'm about to head off. I got to ship the rest of these orders, and then we got to set up for our Whatnot show tonight. So make sure you go bookmark the show. Come out if you're a reseller. Make sure you're there, because we're going to be running some really good stuff, and we're going to do probably $5 starts. We're going to do lots of sudden death. Auto posture, the new auto posture, it's called Nifty. Nifty is the new, and they're coming out with Etsy. So Etsy will be out here pretty soon. But if you want to watch the Nifty video, Kristen, it's on my profile, so go watch it. The full guide to Nifty is up right now. So is there an option at the title to turn it on? Yeah, Laura, it's right here. Custom SKU. If you don't see it on the computer, you have to do this on the computer. You go to your title options and click on custom SKU, and then you'll see your custom SKU at the bottom. Easy peasy from there. Yeah, Auto Posture is now Nifty. It's the same exact platform. It's just called Nifty now. She rebranded. So called Nifty. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm gonna go ship the rest of these, set up the Whatnot show, and probably get some lunch. And then I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Tonight and tomorrow. Bookmark both those shows. You're not gonna want to miss them. We'll probably do some giveaways and stuff like that. I might even do like a buyer appreciation tonight and tomorrow, like a good buyer appreciation, because you guys showed so much support yesterday. I do have that video coming out later today about the total profit and how many items I sold on yesterday's live in the thrift store, because I've had a lot of people ask about that and comment that they want to have that video, so that video will come out later. It'll probably just be a speaking video, so it's not going to be very entertaining unless that's what you want to watch. And then I have other videos ready to go that I'll probably post this weekend. So appreciate you guys hanging